How are we doing, guys? Moose here, Season 3, Episode 16 of our West Ham United career mode. As we continue on in the January transfer window, we have a match here with Manchester City to lead it off. So this will be a tough game to see how we're doing in the league, as they're obviously, we'll see the table here in a moment, but they're top of the table, somewhere around there. So we have a strong side out. Martin Zindi, our new signing in the team, so that's great to see him get out there, and we'll see how we can perform here. Obviously at home we'll look to do well, but City, as you see, tied for top of the table, joint top with Spurs and Chelsea, while we sit just behind in six points off the Champions League spot that we want to be in. But a great ball played from Aubameyang into Lacazette here, turns inside, Nasic has a shot, but Joe Hart right there to handle it easily. So now a nice through ball here played to Ravel Morrison out on the wing, trying to just dance around Micah Richards. Does a nice job. Lacazette gets a header, but Hart again with the save. Joe Hart looking very comfortable and in form in goal. Ball to Sissoko, turns around defender, has a shot, and Joe Hart with a third shot that he's able to comfortably swallow up. But now City looking for their first real chance here. Agra comes in, and a great reaction save from Butland to keep out of his near post. And Tevez with a bit of a wild shot from well outside the box. But Butland makes a save as we head into halftime, level at 0-0. So now Redmond gets played through, makes a nice little move, a great piece of skill before he hammers a shot that Joe Hart is able to punch. So now 71st man here, John Guidetti with the ball, turn inside Kalas, plays the ball inside to Nasri, and he has a shot and scores near post on Butland. But that's just poor defending by myself. I was controlling Martin Zindi, and I let him get to the wrong side of Nasri. He got around me easily, so I'm going to put that blame on myself here. But a beautiful ball played through to Lacazette in the 77th minute, coming in with a shot, and he knocks it well wide. A terrible attempt here. Look, him should have done better. Our top goal scorer, and he can't put that one in here. But Benzia now playing on the wing, plays it into Redmond, knocks it to Jim Bear, comes in, has a shot, and he hits the post. Can't score. It's cleared away for City, and they still keep it out here. So now ball played into Sinclair, gets a head on. Tompkins with a nice block, falls to Nasri, dances inside, plays it to Sinclair again, and a great save from Butland before we're able to clear it out. So now just trying to get something going here in the 87th minute, but City still pressing. The ball played out wide to Agra, and a great tackle from Ravel Morrison. Aubameyang plays Lacazette through. He's got all kinds of space here. Plenty of room to come in on a shot. Can he beat Joe Hart? Has a left-footed shot, but Hart is there once again like he was the entire game. Makes the save, and Manchester City beats us 1-0 at home. It's a tough loss to take, but we certainly gave our all. Look at that, 14 shots, 9 on target. Joe Hart just had a fantastic performance. A pretty even game there, but, what can we do? But as you can see, transfer talks between Jarvis and Sporting CP for a $26.5 million deal have broken down, and that was actually a big deal. They actually offered him $70,000 a week on wages. We were only paying him $30,000, so I can't believe he didn't accept that. But then, as you can see, we have gotten the deal here for Filippo Bonaperti, 80 overall, can play in that cam position or as a striker, even out on the wings if we need him to. 23, $15 million for just $2 million and Matt Jarvis. So I think that's a great deal for us. To get a younger player who can still play. We also get an offer from Sporting for Lacazette. They didn't get Jarvis, and now they come in for Lacazette, and we're not doing that, that's for sure. But we'll have to see if Bonaperti accepts our contract offer, and he does. $60,000 a week for 4 years. So just like that, Matt Jarvis, we're going to stall this at first. We think about it because it's a tough deal trying to get rid of one of your top wing players, one of the top players in your team. Jarvis, he's had a nice run of form lately. He started off the season very slow, but he picked up 3 assists against Swansea in that 6-0 Capital One Cup drawing. Take a look at his stats. He's got that speed and that crossing ability, which is fantastic. But we have some players that we think can develop into that role, and possibly we can bring someone to play that role next year. But for this year, we need that third person to link up with Lacazette and Aubameyang, and we're going to make the move. Bonaperti will come into the squad, and he has that sprint speed. It's fantastic, but he's also got shot power, dribbling, ball control, curve. His finishing is fantastic as well. His crossing is actually not bad either if you play him on the wing, so he is just fantastic. He's also got great stamina to play all the time, and you can see we have a game here against Bolton. Bonaperti has just signed with the squad, and he is going to be in the lineup for his first game with the team. He'll be wearing the number 11 shirt and playing in that cam role for us with Aubameyang and Lacazette up front. So we'll see how they link up as we face Bolton Wanderers at home. So Boniperti making his debut at home. It's fantastic to see. And we're going to take a look at the table after that City game. As you can see, we're still in 6th, just 6 points off of United, and Liverpool still 6 off United, 3 off Liverpool. So we're still hanging around there, having a chance to come ahead. And in the 8th minute, we get started here. Sissoko plays it to Boniperti, comes in, has his first shot as a hammer, and he scored. What an impact he has made. It gets deflected, so obviously a lucky deflection for Boniperti there, but he gets the goal in the 8th minute, and West Ham United take the lead. That's fantastic to see him get involved. Went for the bottom left corner, ended up in the bottom right corner, but it's a goal all the same. So Boniperti with a goal in his debut, and in the 17th minute, using that dribbling ability he has in his pace to get a shot off here. Not as strong as he would like, but still troubled the keeper and made him deflect it over the bar. So now, linking up well with Lacazette, plays it to Lacazette. He turns back around. Aubameyang with that nice piece of skill to get around his defender. Turns defender, come in, have a shot, and he scored 2-0 to West Ham United. What a debut here. The impact has been noticeable as we take that 2-0 lead. And the ball, Boniperti plays Lacazette through in the 40th minute with a great chance here, but a nice save from the Bolton keeper, and Aubameyang misses the wide open goal as we head into halftime. 2-0 up. A fantastic start here. Also be noted, what I had talked about before is we actually have Gimbert playing in left midfield because he's left-footed. And look at that ball from Ravel Morrison as you see that. But we have Gimbert playing in left midfield because he's left-footed, so he can cross the ball in from there and be of a similar use to Jarvis kind of thing. As what we can see from him, you see he's going to whip in some corners for us. And he has that ability. We can play him out on the wing, and he just has good technical ability overall to play well for us. Really, anywhere we put him, as a great shot from Lacazette there. An unbelievable stop from the keeper. Sissoko now gets the ball played into him. Aubameyang turns his defender, eventually plays out wide to Boniperti, and the skill here, the class on display is fantastic. He plays it back post to Morrison, but it's deflected wide by the Bolton defender. It's going to let us get a corner here, trying to create something. We're already up 2-0, 66th minute here. Gimbert to cross this one in, gets a look at goal, plays it in for Aubameyang, gets a head on it, and it's cleared away finally by the defense. Now in the 85th minute, Sissoko picks up, plays it to Aubameyang. The passing play is beautiful. Boniperti gets it, turns inside, has a shot, and the keeper with a fantastic save of a rocket. And look at that, a 2-0 victory on the debut of our second January signing, and he picks up a man of the match performance, an 8.6 rating. Just fantastic to see from him as we dominated Bolton. Jack Butland not troubled once as we pick up 17 shots and 7 on target to pick up the victory. So now our final game of the episode here, we're going to face off with Swansea City away in the Capital One Cup. If you'll recall from the last episode, we beat them 6-0 in the home tie in this particular in the cup competition. This is the semi-final. We beat them 6-0. So we're playing kind of a second-rate squad just because we're way ahead of them in terms of the aggregate scoring and all that. So it's not too troublesome in terms of this game. We're not worried about it. I don't see them getting 6 goals and coming back on us, so no worries there. But we get a chance here with Benzia ripping a shot that Vaughan parries away. Noble has a chance on the second opportunity, but puts it just wide of the post. So now we are really just dominating play here in the first half. Noble and Benzia linking up really well. Ball played to Del Grosso. He hits it in the goal, but he's ruled offsides, and fairly, of course. You can see he's a good 2 bodies lengths ahead of the defender here, but a beautiful header, showing some great finishing there to put it in the back of goal, but disappointing the result. So Collison now with some nice little skills to get on defender, plays Desciglio on the beautiful through ball, right back in forward, ball across to Del Grosso. He gets a volley, but puts it over the goal. Disappointing there. He really should have scored. There was a perfect ball from Desciglio. Couldn't have asked for anything more. And Swansea with their first real chance, but a nice save from our backup keeper, Suarez, who actually gave him his first opportunity to play for West Ham. Really probably going to be his only opportunity this season. But we figured we'd give him a game because why not? We'll let him sit. He's sitting on the bench obviously all the time. But look at Diami with a nice little back heel to Del Grosso. Plays out wide to Redmond. He turns inside of Lucas and gets across in. Noble with the header, and Vorm with another save. He's playing a fantastic game for Swansea. And El Arabi here plays the ball over the top to Mishu, gets over the defender, and I'm not really sure what Suarez was doing. He dives completely away from the ball and Mishu just chips it over top of him. It looked like it may have taken a deflection, but just a tough break there. And on a cross here, Chico gets a second for Swansea City, but no need for celebration there as we still hang on. We lose 2-0, but a 6-2 aggregate victory will push us on into the Capital One Cup final, so that's fantastic to see. As you can see, we had 13 shots, but Del Grosso especially had a poor game in terms of getting those shots on target and finishing. But as you can see, the Capital One Cup final will be West Ham United against Aston Villa as they went through 4-2 against Derby County. And Aston Villa, yeah, so we've had a good run of form against Aston Villa in all our previous games for the most part, so hopefully that will lead to a cup victory and some silverware for us. That's fantastic to see, hopefully. But we're going to close out this episode here with transfer deadline day. Our team in particular is not going to make any moves, but as you can see, we have a game with Birmingham City on transfer deadline day, which means we're not going to be able to play it, which is some BS. I'm not happy about that. But we will check out the result once that finishes. As you can see, Chelsea seal $28 million deal for Gaston Ramirez. So that's a huge deal for them and someone we're going to have to contend with once we play Chelsea later in the season. But as you can see, we pick up a 2-1 victory over Birmingham City. Both goals from Lacazette as I checked the statistics after the game. And we'll get a squad report here. Feel free to pause it and check out the abilities of any player we have here. But that's going to do it, guys. Hope you've enjoyed this, and we'll catch you as we kick off the season in episode 17. Bye-bye.